Hi guys, and welcome back to the world of 28mm. I'm Adam, and in this week's episode we're going to be taking a look at how to make some very simple hedges. Okay, so let's get down to the table and we'll crack on. So all you're going to need for these cheap and simple hedges is a coconut fibre doormat. Now I picked this up from, I'm not sure where, but it was like a home department store. They sell bedding and furniture and all that sort of stuff. Only cost me £1.50 and I can make a ton of hedges out of these. So we've got to prep it first. I've already sprayed this green. It's actually like that colour. Let's get it in the light. There you go. You can see it's actually just that brown colour. We've all seen them before pretty much. So I've preempted and sprayed the top green. Now to cut it out is pretty simple. All you need is a pair of scissors. You can use a craft knife as well if you like. So I'm just going to use this little bit here and just cut it out, show you guys how easy it is. I've pre-marked a straight line on here just using a plain old pencil. I find that easier because it stands out from the black. I know you probably, let's see if you can see you can just about see like a metallic sheen. It's just a lot easier to see. And then we're just going to take a pair of scissors. These are actually quite small for the job. I would advise heavy duty scissors. So now we've got that cut out, we've got a nice little hedge to start off with. So you can spray these any colour you want. I'm going to do these in that green that you saw in here, and that is the Montana Gold range. A bit of overexposure from the light there, and this is Fern Green. So what you want to do next is, once you've cut that out, take it outside, spray this side, top side, or all sides nice and green, so we've got something like this. Here's one I made earlier. Always wanted to say that. So we've got our pre-cut hedge there. Length, this is entirely dependent on you, depending on your project. I've done this at 6 inches and 3/4 of an inch wide. I wouldn't go any thicker than an inch if you're just planning on making plain hedgerows. And then I've also cut out just some 3mm MDF, and I've beveled the edges, as you can see across here. So to adhere that, we're going to use some hot glue. Okay, so we've got our hedgerow all glued down with some hot glue. You can see there we've got the beginnings. So what we need to do is just blend this bit in here, and I'm just going to do that with a little bit of filler. This is my usual Wilko stuff that I always buy. I'm just going to take a little bit on our finger. I'm just going to get it into the crevice there, and all this does really is it will seal your MDF for a start, and then on top of that it'll also blend it all in, so you won't see that rubber on the bottom and everything like that. Okay, so I won't do this all on camera, I'll just do a little bit to show you and then I'll finish off the rest. So there you can see there, I've blended in the hedge to the MDF. So I'm just going to do that to the whole piece and then let it dry for a few hours on the radiator. Okay. So now that our poly filler is all dry, we've covered up all the rubber and blended it in nicely with the MDF. So next up, we've just got to dress it up a bit. So I've got some burnt umber here. It's just what is it? There. It's like £1 for a big bottle like this. It's lasting me quite a while. So just going to put a bit of paint over the filler. flock it, and there's your hedge. All finished, nice and flocked. You might find some bits of filler in there. You can just, once they're dry, you can just sort of scrub them out there. And there's your hedge. So I will put some pictures up. Oh, as a little caveat, you don't have to baste them if you don't want to. I'll put some pictures up in a sec and you'll get to see what it looks like if you just glue it down to your board or just place it flat. Okay? And there you go, guys. That's how to make some very simple hedges. As I said in the video, you don't have to baste them. As you saw in the pictures, I've placed them straight out onto the board and just glued them down with some PVA and then covered up the edges with the static grass and the textured paint. Okay, so they don't have to be based. So, I hope you've enjoyed this week's episode. Like it if you've liked it, share if you think anyone else would like to see it, and don't forget to subscribe for the next episode. Have fun, guys.